So I decided to get laser eye surgery back in, I think, March of 2022. So about a year and a half ago. I really was just tired of dealing with putting contacts in the morning, taking them out at night. I'd had contacts since I was like in sixth grade. So I'd had enough of that. I always joked that like having contacts and the routine of having to poke yourself in the eye every single morning was not the most enjoyable. But also, even little things like traveling, it was always annoying to take contacts everywhere. If I was on a flight, my eyes would be super dry from having my contacts in. So decided to move forward with it so that I could make my life a little bit easier. I went with Dr. Moskowitz for a couple of reasons. So, first, when I decided to get laser eye surgery, I started off by just kind of Googling LASIK and seeing different places. And I remember it was very odd to me because it felt almost like I was buying a used car. I think there's like a deal that said if I get the surgery within the next 30 days, then I get $1,000 off. And I had actually even had a consultation scheduled for LASIK. And I was kind of off put by the way everything was being done. And my former roommate had gone to Dr. Moskowitz and done a lot of research into ASA and had nothing but great things to say. And after having the consultation with Dr. Moskowitz, I was totally sold and realized that LASIK would have definitely would have been much less happy. Dr. Moskowitz has been awesome. Has during the process, before the process, and after, always kept uh, great bedside manner and making sure that I felt comfortable and answered any and all questions I have. Which I think when you're getting something done like laser surgery on your eyes, the last thing you want is to feel like you're kind of left in the dark. And at no point of the process did I ever feel like I was in the dark. So I was very happy that I chose to go to Dr. Moskowitz. I think I've gotten the most joy out of my improved vision with just not having to deal with a lot of the crap that comes with always having to have contacts in, worrying that it's going to fall out, worrying that I need to bring extra contacts on vacation. Do I have contact solution? All sorts of things. And I think on top of that, with ASA, the benefits of, not having to cut into your eye and, knowing that my vision will be solid for, the rest of my life without having to have corrections and all those things gives me really good peace of mind. And I think just ultimately adds a lot of joy and happiness for my new vision that is amazing. I would recommend it to everyone, and I do. Anybody that tells me they're thinking about getting laser eye surgery, I'm the first to be Dr. Moskowitz advocate as well as the ASA surgery, just because of how easy and wonderful the process has been for me and how wonderful Dr. Moskowitz has been. And I, I think I consider myself a very strong advocate of both Dr. Moskowitz and ASA now, just because I think I saw how close I was to making the mistake of going with LASIK as opposed to going with ASA with Dr. Moskowitz, and hearing some of the stories and seeing a lot of people I know that got LASIK and they're back in contacts, back wearing glasses, and something that isn't as much of a concern for me is really enough for me to be an advocate, as I mentioned, and really vouch for Dr. Moskowitz and the ASA surgery that he performs.